Okay, welcome everyone as we learn the Mishna Yomis for Monday night, Motzi Isru Chag, as our thoughts are trained to our brethren in Eretz Yisrael, and we learn for them that they should be safe, those that are injured should be healed, those that are hostages should be recovered, and everybody should be able to get back out of lockdown and back to normal, secure living. Mishna Gimel in the third parak, as we are dedicated Le'ilui Nishmas Yaakov Moshe ben Zev L'Refuah Shalem for Eliyahu Moshe ben Chayesara, for the schus of Avram ben Yamin Beinish ben Malki Yehudis and family, also by the Fisher family Le'ilui Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbat Shlomo ben Avram Alevi Perel Bas Ruvain. The neshama should have an aliyah by Yoel Klugman and family. L'Refuah Shalema for my Shiver Avigdor Aye ben Rivka and Meir ben Chayesara, and again for our brethren in Eretz Yisrael, B'kol Makom Shein, our brave fighters in the IDF. Ve'elu kaisvim b'moed, even though the writing of these documents take great skill and are a meleches umen, they are allowed to be done on the moed, kiddushay nashim, because if you don't write the Shtar Kiddushin now, maybe Shema Yekadmenu Acher, maybe somebody else will get her. Gittin, the get, if he's leaving on a dangerous mission, and if he gets lost in battle, if you don't do the get now, she'll be an aguna. V'shoivrim, receipts, if a debtor wants to pay, and if you don't get the receipt, he doesn't get the receipt, he won't pay, and maybe later he won't have the money. DITK, you could write a last will and testament. Matana, you could write a proof of a gift document, because maybe if you don't get it now, the giver might back out. Upruzbulin, a principle that the Shemitah should not be mishat by your loan. Igroi shum, this is in case a person is collecting from a debtor who doesn't have money, and he's going to take the land, and Beis Din already tore up the document, and they write a valuation of how much the land is worth, that he could seize that amount. And since the IOU was torn already, without that evaluation document, he wouldn't be able to have proof that he could collect the land. The Igreis Mozain, if a man promises to support a stepdaughter or stepchildren, so you could record that. Shtari Chalitza Umeunin, a document attesting that the chalitza was done between the brother-in-law and the sister-in-law, or if a girl was married off by her mother or her brothers and she's under the age of 12 and she issued a refusal, you could record that. Ushtare Beirurin, Shtare Beirurin is a document attesting that one side picked a judge, the other side picked a judge, and the two judges picked the third judge. This could be recorded in a document. Or Gezeres Beis Din, the decisions of the court. The Igrei Shel Rishus, and also personal letters, because personal letters are not a professional act, and they're Simchas Yom Tov, so you could write friendly social letters. Ein Kaisvin Shtarei Chayv B'moed, if both the debtor and the creditor trust each other, so then you don't write the IOU note on Chalamoid. But if the creditor doesn't trust the debtor, or if the cipher needs the money to be able to buy food for Yom Tiv, then you're allowed to write it. You can't write Sifrei Torah, Tefillin, and Mezuzah, even though it's a mitzvah, but you're not supposed. It's a professional activity. You can't do it on the Moed. You can't correct even one letter in a Sefer Torah if you have another Sefer Torah to use. Even in the Sefer of Ezra in the Azara, since there are other Svarim, you can't correct it on Chol Hamoed. Rabbi Yudai Merkaisav Adam Tefillin and Mezuzahs La'atzmai. You could write Tefillin and Mezuzahs if you need it for yourself, and even according to those that don't wear Tefillin on Chol Hamoed, since you'll need it right after Yom Tov, you're allowed to write it for yourself. V'toiva al yureichai tchelis l'tzitzisai, and you could spin in an unusual manner tzitzis for your beged if you don't have. but you have to do it on your thigh instead of doing it with a spindle, because you have to make a shinui. Now, the reason why we don't make a shinui by tefillin is because by tefillin it says uchsaftam, by tefillin and mezuzah it says uchsaftam, you need a ksiva tama, a perfect writing. And if you employ a shinui, it's not a perfect writing. Okay, another night in the books, Baruch Hashem, as we hope our learning brings a solace in whatever measure we do to Eretz Yisrael, and that they should have a peaceful evening with much success against the enemy. We want to thank you for joining us and wish you a good evening.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Have a safe travels.